Hello and welcome back to The Operative. No one lives forever. When we last left off, we were going to try to do this with a little less death. Let's put that away so people aren't so frightened. This is just an innocuous thing. Woohoo! To be presented, there we go. And this room is now secure.
When's this stuff shipping out?
Tomorrow afternoon.
What's in these crates, anyway?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Supplies?
Could be.
You don't know?
No, I don't.
How is that possible?
The stuff arrives in these crates.
Yep.
I check and make sure everything's accounted for. And then either it goes downstairs or we ship it to the tropics. What's inside is none of my business. If they wanted me to know, they'd label the crates.
Right.
You've never peeked?
Why would I?
Aren't you the least bit curious?
No, I'm not.
Not even a little bit?
Maybe a little.
Let's open one.
No way, pal.
Ah, come on.
Forget it.
Please?
What the heck? National Geographic magazine.
That's unexpected.
Don't know how that camera sees so high up. But I suppose if everyone wants to come die at me, that is a perfectly valid thing for them to do. Anybody else? And, oh yeah, cigarette lighter here. Would you like a light? No? Okay. That's fine. I think I can kind of hear myself on the, microphone, which isn't ideal. Some more cyanide-tipped bullets. Well, main objective of this is to turn off the security anyway. Assistant Executive Director Bolta, Misery is having trouble setting up the PU-38 explosives they purchased from us last week. Please transfer employee 987 West Salisbury to the project immediately. That's that direction. Aha. I think I left the code breaker outside, but that works. Hello, sorry about all of this. Found security pass. Well, that's useful. And there goes the klaxon. Now everything's nice and quiet. Down, down, down to Goblin Town.
Give yourself up!
Some more phosphorus and some more AK ammo. Don't worry. Dinner will be fine.
You can't hide from me!
That was some random shooting there on my end. Not sure why I'm going stealthy. Why, Dum-dum rounds. Does that make me quieter for some reason? Also, what the heck is up with this? I can see into the gents. I wonder if the fuzzy slippers are making me move more quietly. Anything in here? Nothing collectible. Okay, that was where I'm from. feel like I'm slowly heading upwards. That looks like a thing that might need an explosive or two. Body armor, that
Find you.
will be useful. He was a little bit deaf. Let's grab this armor because, you know, reasons. Oh, need a code breaker. Wonder if I could have picked it back up from outside. It didn't seem so.
Mein Gott in Himmel! You're alive?
Surprisingly. Nope, I think they wanted us to leave the code breaker out there because of that. Can I ask you to stay? No. Of course, because that would make my life infinitely easier. Pick the code breaker back up. Yeah, don't like this at all. Of course. Okay, Head Doctor? You know, if you want to stand there, that's not the worst thing I have ever heard. Wish I could access my inventory quickly, but no. That is a lot of Unity equipment. To all employees, due to the fact the atmospheric reconditioner is the only sporadically functional, the 3rd annual harm chili eating contest will be postponed until further notice. I see. Okay, full body armor. Cleared up plenty of enemies. Sounds good to me.
This way, through these doors.
Okay. Those doors? Or did you mean these doors? Okay. Escape the facility. Enemy kills. 75 civilian casualties. 1. No, that sucks. Detected a lot. Found 13 out of 17 of the intelligence. No awards.
Although the rescue of Dr. Schenker was absolutely imperative if Unity were to have even the merest hope of victory, it comes at a grievous cost.
Yes.
There is much still to accomplish, but very little time in which to do so.
Yes. Report back to everybody. September 24th, resident of Lestar Chem, Schilling. Oh, someone had something who didn't agree with them.
This morning
1,300
at
killed.
exactly 9:02 a.m., there was an explosion of unknown origin in the town of Schilling, England.
That's where the Baroness grew up.
Well, case closed. Arrest her immediately.
Scoff all you please.
The source of this blast was a banker by the name of Lester Cheems. Casualties are estimated at over 1,300 innocent people. Their blood is on the hands of the agency responsible for kidnapping Dr. Otto Schenker from us. Until he is returned to the facility from which he was abducted, we shall continue to mete out similar punishments every 48 hours. That is all.
Those figures are correct, by the way.
1,300 people.
Wow.
I suppose we can assume harm is capable of delivering on its threats.
Indeed, which means we have exactly 2 days to complete our objectives.
Can we have records and research find out if this Lester Cheems ever knew Felicity Farnsworth?
I suppose, although I can't see that it will prove anything.
You never know.
Well, I, for one, am reticent to implicate a respected public figure on the basis of mere coincidence.
You call it coincidence. I call it circumstantial evidence.
Knowing the victim of a crime hardly qualifies as circumstantial evidence.
That depends on the victim, the crime, and the circumstances, doesn't it?
Enough of this bickering. Send in Dr. Schenker, if you please. Ah, here you are. Thank you for joining us, Doctor. I hope your accommodations are adequate.
Exceptional, thank you. Hello again, Miss Archer.
Hello, Doctor.
I'm sorry there wasn't time to brief you sooner, but I imagine you've already heard about this morning's disaster.
I have.
Then I'm sure you can understand the need for alacrity in devising a plan of action. Harm has promised another attack within the next 48 hours unless we hand you over, which imposes a rather daunting deadline.
Quite.
How can I help?
We need to know who Harm has infected with the reagent, and we need the antidote.
Unfortunately, I cannot help you with the first problem. I was never told how the reagent was being used or on whom. I'm afraid it would not make much difference, even if I had. I'm terrible with names, you see.
What about the antidote?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, that is also a problem. You see, the antidote is highly unstable and can therefore only be produced in a zero-gravity environment.
You mean outer space?
Quite so.
So in other words, Harm was lying about having the antidote.
Not true. They do have it.
Oh.
So they stole it?
They developed it.
But how's that possible?
Harm has its own space program.
That's preposterous.
Not necessarily. A few weeks ago, the U.S. branch reported an unscheduled rocket launch from a small tropical island off the coast of Mandaru.
Are you sure it wasn't the Soviets?
It's certainly possible, although we have plenty of spies in the Soviet Union and none could confirm a launch.
This is starting to sound like circumstantial evidence, Mr. Smith.
Agreed, but it's the only lead we have. If it is Harm, I certainly can't explain where the funding and materials are coming from. Maybe the Soviets are involved.
At the moment, all that matters is that we get our hands on that antidote.
Quite.
Very well. Archer, your job will be to locate and infiltrate the launch facility and recover a sufficient quantity of the antidote for our purposes.
Assuming this is even the right place.
Yes.
Understood.
We'll give you a radio frequency to use in case you need to contact us. Your code name will be Foxhunt. Ours is Foxhound.
Did Bruno tell you that story?
Yes, he did.
What story?
When Archer was a girl, her father took her on a fox hunt. The fox got away.
Fascinating, but I fail to see the relevance.
In her other occupation, Archer was known as the Fox. As Bruno told it, you were so impressed with the fox's escape from such a dire predicament, you adopted it as a personal symbol. Is that right?
Something like that.
That sort of resourcefulness would certainly serve us well right about now.
What an amusing anecdote. Shall we take turns telling stories? Or shall we get back to the mission at hand?
When do I leave?
As soon as possible.
Let's just hope I find myself in harm's way, if you take my meaning.
If we're wrong about this, there will be hell to pay. Good luck, Archer. We're counting on you.
Alright, but that's going to be it for this video. When we come back, looks like we're going to the tropics. Have a good one.